Hey, what's up, my fellow YouTubers? Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi here, and I think it is about time for me to give you guys my kind of first impressions on Black Ops 2. I don't really want to rush this thing out too fast because, I mean, while it is a first impression, you don't really get a lot from, the first day of the game. By the first week or so, which it is now, you get the basic idea on how things are turning out. There may be, a little gun imbalance here that you don't realize, or this perk's a little bit stronger with this extra perk and you don't realize that kind of deal, or that kind of thing. But for the most part, the game is going to be, at least before any patches or anything, the way it's going to be for the rest of its lifestyle, and you can kind of see that. So I think I'm at the point right now where I can kind of see this game, basically how it's going to be, and I felt like I'd give my opinion of it, all that kind of stuff. I haven't really been doing too many commentaries, basically just because I wanted to play a bunch of Black Ops 2, get the hang of it, get some gameplay, which I have to talk about anyway. But let's kind of get into this. I have a short game here, and I think I just want to cover some of the basics. Eventually I might do like a review or something, but why would I do a review on Black Ops 2? Just kind of want to give you guys what I think of the game. So in general, like the actual game itself is amazing. I think it's one of the best or the best Call of Duty games out there. I mean, it's just really nice. It looks good. There's a bunch of new elements in it. Plays really well. All this kind of good stuff. The gun balance, I think, is almost flawless. Like, the snipers are a little bit too powerful for my liking, but I don't know if that's imbalanced or just too more powerful than we're used to. But really, like, almost all the guns are really good and can do good in the situation that they're made to be used in. And there really aren't any overpowered guns. I mean, they're just good guns and pretty good guns, basically. So the gun balance is really nice. All that kind of stuff. The spawns, I like the pick 10 system or whatever for create a class. Bunch of options there. The kill streaks, all that kind of stuff. So the game, actually, I really like the game. I love the game. I love playing all that kind of stuff. Hard point, some new game modes, all those kind of things, the new prestiging things for your guns and all that kind of stuff, and just a bunch of new features I love, and I'm really liking the game. However, if you've played the game, you know where I'm coming from this, and you know what I'm talking about. There are a few things, like their game mechanics kind of deal, that almost ruin the game for me at times. I mean, when they're fine, the game is amazing and I love playing it, but when they're not, the game is almost unplayable, at least for me, because there's just a few set things, like, obviously, lag compensation. I mean, I don't know if it's lag compensation, if it's I don't think it's hit detection, but there's something weird going on in this game that, like, it seems like your character, everybody has this. It's not just, like, a few people in the party, and it's not like I'm the only one complaining. Basically, everybody agrees with this. Your character feels like it's half a second off. I'm not kidding. It's an entire, like, half second off of... That may not seem like a lot, but think about it. You have your SMG, you put in 15 bullets into the guy, you think you got it, you look at the footage, back, and you hit every single bullet in there, and you got one hit marker, 2 hit markers, and the guy instantly kills you. That's because your character's far behind. And when you look at the kill cam, you only fire twice, like 2 times. Those are 2 hit markers you got. It's because you're so lagged behind, and I don't know if that's lag compensation or something else, whatever. But that is the biggest thing that is ruining the game, and it's actually ruining the game, and I really hope they fix it really quickly. This is for Xbox. For PS3, I know there's some problems, but I'm going to be talking about Xbox, that kind of stuff, and, in general, finding games and all that kind of stuff, and connection in general is really good, but the lag compensation, I think that's what it is horrible. It is atrocious, and sometimes I just get off because I'm in, like, I get in a few games where I just can't deal with it. I can't kill anybody, so I'm just, screw it, I'm getting off. So I really hope they fix that, because without that, this game, I can see myself playing a lot of Call of Duty with this game. I mean, there are a few minor things, like the footsteps, they don't even exist. What footsteps? I mean, you can't, like, sound whoring, I mean, I hope they do something. I hope this is an accident and they're going to raise the footstep level. But even with awareness, you can't hear people's footsteps. Like, you can't at all unless you're playing S&D or something and you're clutching and you're the only person left and there's nothing else going on. And there's just no way you're going to be doing that. So, footsteps, I wish those would be a little bit higher. The spawns, I mean, the spawns are a little wonky, but that's how it kind of comes with small maps and objective and fast-paced gameplay. But they could probably use a little bit of tweaking. There are a few just really weird, wonky things, but other than that, it's mainly fine. You know, the only other problem I really have with this game is the theater mode. It's not very good. I mean, whenever there's a host migration, it only records part of it and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of wonky, and some games don't record. But I just need to get used to recording all my games from now on because I used to rely on the theater mode. Now I can't, so that's not really a big deal. Yeah, I'm having a really, like, at a side note, I'm having a really big problem, like, trying to find good games just because with the lag compensation and all that kind of stuff, I can't get good games. Like, I can see myself, I can get streaks, and then somebody kills me because of lag compensation, and I just end the streak right there. So I can't get any high kill streaks. So if that gets fixed, I'm going to have a bunch of really good games. I'm going to have a bunch of good time with this. So there's Black Ops 2, amazing game. However, lag compensation, a few other fundamental things, or small things, I mean, are problems. So there you go. Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi. Have a great day. What comes, Grant? If you feel like it, so again.